This radio is powered by Streamline, the superior internet radio hosting service that provides our SOCAN license coverage. Visit streamline.com for more.
Hey there, changemakers. Imagine a world where every small act creates a ripple of impact. At wearestarfish.org, we're turning dreams of a better tomorrow into reality. Join our global community of starfish where every person like you is a catalyst for positive change. Whether it's empowering education, environmental stewardship, or supporting local communities, we believe in the power of every individual to make a difference. Visit wearestarfish.org today and discover how you can be a part of the wave of change. Wearestarfish.org, because each one matters.
Like confetti in a windstorm.
Welcome to Story to Screen here on KPEO World Community Radio, where we're rocking the film world each week on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go online, download the app, and listen in weekly with new guests and music, or catch the replay on wearestarfish.org. This is Story to Screen, and I'm your host, Eric Crefeld. Let's dive in.
On the boulevard, not that bad. It's my parade.
Hey everybody, Eric here from Story to Screen. I am really excited today. I've got Shaun Booker in the studio here with you, with us. I'm super excited. This lady's got a ton of amazing music that we're going to share with you. But Shaun, tell everybody a little bit about you, how you got to where you got to, and you know why you do what you do. Give us a little background on you.
Well, so I had the traditional, grew up in my grandfather's church background. He was a Baptist minister, so music is something I've known even in vitro, I'm sure. The first instrument that I know of was the B3 organ, which greeted us in the church calmly. And as my grandfather preached, it could soar and dip and rise and that, and harmony from the singers. It was just something I think I was born for. And my grandmother, I'm a granddaughter of a sharecropper from Mississippi. So her field songs, which I came to learn the term, she would just be humming more or less. And I would say, Mama, what's that song? And she said, that's not a song. That's some field songs that we did to get through the fields, through the work. So they hummed and moaned and did chants and things like that. So music has always been for me. And thank God I got that gene. I feel like I'm an antenna. I take this stuff in and I spit it out. I was also, in a weird way, in corporate America, an accountant. So I'm very good with money. I know how to make it. I can find $1.67 out of balance in 2.5 million. At one point, I just had to not serve two masters. So I took those skills to watch my own coins in the music business. I've been in a band since I was 14.
Wow.
Not constantly, but that was the first time I got paid to sing. Summer Stock Theater, the Playhouse, it's always been arts, all arts, but arts and numbers for me.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious you had you were born into music. I mean, just from listening to your music, I was like, okay, here's a lady that was born to sing, definitely. So, tell me a little bit. So one of my favorites was I Don't Even Know Your Name. Can you tell me a little bit about that song, like where that comes from? What's the story behind it, or the story? You know, give me some of the background that not everybody else gets to know.
Okay, so the song was written and co-written by my just recently deceased partner, Louis Wexler. You'll see his name on the credits on some of the songs on the albums. He's the man that I felt completed me knowing how to write a song. He got me out of bubblegum pop songs. I found that I could pick any subject matter and do a song with. So he kind of had the little, the chords were that in between almost jazzy thing. And I thought that was very cool. And we put the story together. Basically, it's about how your bartender can sometimes be your best therapist. And I guess, you know, if you have a good relationship, you do learn to know their name. But there are just times in life where you could be on a bus or in a grocery store and have this conversation with someone. You don't know their name, but you make this connection in that moment, and it's real. And and where I am in the conversation, um, questioning my own existence. And the person on the other side is kind of giving some kind of validation to that. And it has a really cool, jazzy thing behind it. And then it gets funky because life is funky.
It does. It gets funky. I love it, man. And
Yeah.
you're right. You know, I've always thought it interesting that people can have such a good time talking to strangers. That something about the idea that this person doesn't know me, has no preconception about anything I've ever done before. They don't know my background. I can tell them anything,
That's right.
and there's some, I don't know. It's fascinating to me how people sometimes find it way easier to open up and just have real intimate dialogue with a complete stranger. Um,
Right.
and
Because they
it's
don't know you, you may never see them again. And so
yeah,
uh yeah, it's kind of cool. And then for me, that song also reaches almost every audience because there's no way I can know the names of all the people out there that came to see me, but I'm appreciative of it. And when I'm performing, we're having this conversation. And even though I don't know their name, we've experienced something together, and each time it's unique. It'll never happen again, but we did
absolutely.
it at the same nanoseconds. We might have had the same chills at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that from your music. There's another one that I really feel that from that it I feel like I'm hanging out in your living room with you, like, and you're having,
Good.
yeah, and you're like having a cup of coffee with me, and we're chatting about something like important to you. I don't know. It just, I do. I get that. You've got a really interesting ability to be able to feel big and intimate at the same time. Like, you got this big
That's good.
powerful sound, and I can see you on, a big grand stage with, a full band behind you, and just, but I can also see you just very like, hey girl, what's up, what's up today, let's talk, and I don't know, it's interesting.
I've tried to make my life be the person that could talk to the CEO all the way down to the crackhead on the street and
Absolutely.
everybody in between. That's what I want to do with my person, and that's what I try to do in my music.
Well, I think you're successful with that. So congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
it sounds good while you do it too. So with
Hey,
that
yeah.
said, yeah, let's jump out, man. Let's jump out. We'll head out. We'll listen to I don't even know your name. Um so that everybody gets a chance to experience a little of that Sean Booker that we're talking about. So
Sassy, jazzy, funky.
there we go. There we go. All right, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
I don't even know your name, but let's play the game. There's times I think I'm going insane, all in my brain. Ooh, and I think a lot. Ooh, and I drink a lot. Ooh, I sleep a lot. Ooh, but it seems there's a theme to my dreams. I don't even know, but now, gee golly, wow. I don't know why, but I feel somehow I need you now. Ooh, and I think a lot. Ooh, sometimes I drink a lot. And ooh, my heart bleeds a lot. Ooh, 'cause the need and the greed, it's obscene. Oh, and who is to blame? There's times I think I'm going insane, all in my brain. Ooh, and I read a lot. Ooh, and I need a lot. Ooh, my heart bleeds a lot. Ooh, 'cause the need and the greed, it's extreme. Oh, 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 no, no. And I don't know your name. Hey, hey, ain't it a shame? And who is to blame? I won't complain. There's blood running through my veins, and I will not let you make me. I will not go insane. And I don't know, I don't know your name. Ain't it a shame? Feeling the strain on my brain. Who is to blame? Sensibilities, my realities. Sometimes they get the best of me. See, I don't know. I don't even know your name. No.
Hey guys, back again with Miss Shaun Booker, listening to "I Don't Even Know Your Name." Super sexy song, man. I mean, hopefully you guys got to hear a little bit of the commentary about where that song was coming from, and yeah, it's just got a great vibe to it. Um, so Shaun, one of the things that we do at Starfish is we work with young people that have suffered from childhood trauma, and obviously, when we tell people that, they're like, well, everybody experiences childhood trauma to some degree. And I'm like, exactly. And we did that on purpose because the idea is that every single one of us has had something that tripped us up a little. And
Yeah,
we're either able to work through it or we're not. And
that's right.
for those of us that are able to work through it, I believe personally, and most of us at Starfish think that a lot of the reason behind that is the creative arts. That from
Absolutely.
poetry to music to dance to sculpting to paint brush painting, what sketching, whatever it is, man, I really truly believe that the artists of this world are the ones that are able to channel some of the hardest things that happen to us and
Yeah,
mold them and create them something that they can push out into the real world and help somebody else heal from that
that's right.
experience. And so with that said, is there room in your world, in your life, that one of these days I can call you up and I can say, hey Shaun, this is Eric, man, I don't know if you remember me from Story to Screen, but here's the thing, I got this kid. So one of the things we do is we reach out especially to kids aging out of the foster care system.
Got it.
um, they got man, they got baggage, they got tough stories that they got to tell. And I really believe that, especially teaming them up with mentors that are writers and singers and performers, is able to let them release some of and I'll even say angry energy.
Oh
um
yeah.
yeah,
My
and
album's called Angry Blues. My title is Angry Blues. I have anger. I live with it.
there you
But I
go. So you get it, man. And they got angry energy that I feel like, that's the kind of thing that you don't let them release, that bad things can happen down the road, because
correct.
those angry people, those angry young people are going to turn into even angrier older people, and they're going to have access to more things, and just bad things can happen. But if we can give them mentors that can steer them toward a, like, hey, have you ever considered doing something with that you can get it out and express it but still not hurt anybody in the process? um,
Yes.
so that's the idea.
I'm loving your idea. I am a teacher and I have taught some really wonderful young people that are now competition for my gigs. I'm working with a young man since he was 12, since 14, 15. We used to have a blues camp for those kids, and really, quite frankly, one or two of them were at risk coming from a home situation, and music is that outlet. Even myself, I had childhood trauma. Music is the way for me to sing it up out of me, and I know it works for other people too. Um,
Yeah.
because if not, I would spontaneously combust. I mean, there's been days where I was teetering on suicide or homicide any given second, but I had this thing called music that could allow me to get it out of me. So yes, I would totally love to and plan to and do pass it on to young folks. Absolutely.
Awesome. Cool.
It's great. Anything I can do.
Awesome. So yeah, the right now what we've built is a virtual community via, that's part of the reason we do Story to Screen, is so that we can reach out and we can find people like you, support you in what you do, spread the awareness of who you are and what you do, but still also spread the awareness of Starfish and what it does. Um,
Absolutely.
but in building the virtual community, we've decided to spread our wings a little more and work on building a physical community too. So part of what we're working toward is purchasing some land, and I mean we're looking to get like anywhere from 50 to 150 acres. Um, we're looking at what they call the free states first, because the free states have a lot less building code, and we're looking to build what they call an Earthship community. You can
Mm.
look it up anywhere online. It's Earthship Biotexture. The idea is it's a self-sustaining community. So
Yes,
once we build it, we
man.
don't have to we don't have to keep investing into it every day. Like, you have a home, you have a traditional home. So your traditional home, you're paying taxes on the land, you're paying for your electricity, you're paying a water bill, you're paying, you have to find a way to upkeep that all the time. This Earthship Biotexture community would be self-sustainable, so that we'd be off grid, we'd be using solar, we'd be doing water catchment, so that we're creating our own water, we're creating our own food source, we're creating our own energy. We don't have to pay into a system, which gives us the ability to just really like focus on what's important, which is the people in the community and what they need. So
You you are turning my light on because I told you I'm a sharecropper's granddaughter, so I love farming. I love gardening and growing my own food. Things I
yeah,
want a few acres myself. I need a good couple record hits so I can buy. I would do good with five of my own. But yes, my own water. I'm passionate about what is happening to our climate and passing it on to the next generation in what kind of situation? I have a
yeah,
5-year-old granddaughter. I think at very least she should be able to breathe the air that's around her, have water she can drink, and arable soil. And we can do better. So we should do better. And I'm a fan of the Homestead Rescue Show. Do you ever watch that
yeah, I've
Homestead
seen that too.
Rescue?
Yep, yep,
Baby, I've seen about every episode. So how they make their goat pens and the chicken runs, and when they do tap and find water,
yep.
I'm totally into that too.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's the idea. We're looking to build this self-sustainable community, and then that's when we get to invite people like you out. We get to host a festival and just bring everybody out to sing and dance and have little workshops again, where they work with some of the people that are living there that really need that kind of mentorship to help through their the walk they're walking. So
Well, my
um
grandmother said that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So
yes,
don't let
yes,
your mind be idle, and your hands as well. And when I was growing up, that we I don't know if there was a such thing as ADD. If we got bored, she'd say, "Go get that toothbrush and get to that ceramic wall, and here's some baking soda and scrub it." But at least it was like keeping us from boredom.
yeah, yeah,
And work has never hurt anyone unless it's some hurtful work. But when you do something, you accomplish something, and you look at it and you can see the benefits of it, it builds character. And when I grew my first piece of broccoli, it was better than bird's eye. I was proud of
right
that.
on.
And it made me want to eat it. There you
Yeah,
go. Simple.
absolutely. Well, I'm gonna let's do Angry Birds, man, or Angry Birds, Angry Blues. Let's do Angry
Yeah.
Blues, because that's part of the idea here. It's okay to be angry, man. It's okay to have anger. The thing is you use anger. You use anger to fuel something that you're doing that's positive, that's inspirational, that's motivational, that will bring, if not you, at least somebody up from something. And I feel like your
Relief.
music does that. I feel in Angry Blues definitely, because man, there is some power and some energy in that song. So,
The words, honey, the words. I mean, my words.
all right, so we're gonna flip out. We're gonna listen to that song, and then I want you to come. We'll come back, and I want you to tell us a little bit about what drove that song. So,
I will
um,
tell you.
all right, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
No one ever told you that this life was fair. If you dare to think so, you will live despair. And living despair will surely take its toll. You can have my music, but you cannot take my soul. You can have my music, but you cannot take my soul. No. Oh, you can have my music, but you cannot take my soul. I'ma tell you one thing, something I can't hide. I'll hold on to my dignity, I'll hold on to my pride. I'm a real one, don't you play with me. Step across this red line, the other side you're gonna see. You can have my music, but you cannot take my soul. Oh no. Oh, I'll play you my music, but you cannot take my soul. Not for sale. Take you to a dark place where there is no light. And most of all, I'll make you my human sacrifice. Mostly I'm a nice girl, but make you no mistake. If you cross me or you cross mine, I will burn you at the stake. You can have my music, but you cannot take my soul. No, no, no. Oh, I'll play you my music, but you cannot take mine. I'll sing you my music, but you cannot take mine. I'll sing you my music, but you cannot, will not, ever, never take my soul. It's not for sale.
All right, guys, back here again. Story to Screen. We got Shaun Booker. We were just vibing to Angry Blues. And we were talking a little bit about just that it's okay to be angry, Shaun. So tell everybody a little bit about that song. Where does that song come? What drove that song, The Angry Blues?
Okay, true story. I was in Europe, in France, as a matter of fact, and um, at a sound check, there were several people on the concert bill, and my sound check time was being taken because of a prima donna person was taking up all the sound check time. And every time this individual asked for another adjustment, my valve was starting to leak. And so what I did, instead of going up and slapping him or screaming at someone, I took out my notebook and I wrote Angry Blues. And I probably wrote that song in about 5 minutes. I did come back and tweak it, but it is that story of, my goodness, I give you this, I give you that. You don't need to take anything else from me. And then we're talking about women in blues. I'm a woman in blues, uh, and it's a man's world, and it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. But you know about the sexism. I've had way more sexism than racism in my entire life. And when I left corporate America, I really kind of thought I was not going to be facing that. But damn it, man. That's why I'm Sean Booker, damn it. Because here it came to the sexism. I'm a girl, I'm not supposed to know. But I write the checks. Okay.
Amen.
It says Sean Booker, damn it, on the bill. It don't say guitar player one, bass player, drummer, nobody. And Mr. Carl Weathersby taught me that. He's a blues artist in Chicago, about getting your respect. So Angry Blues was just saying to you, okay, look, you can have this, but you can't have that. You can have that. You will not take my soul. This belongs to me.
Love it, love it, love it. Because man, there are some powerful women out there that have just, they've lost a little of their shine because it's weird for me to say it, but I'll say it. It's true. I mean, a lot of men, we just, we didn't pay enough attention, and we didn't we didn't acknowledge the power that women have. I tell people all the time, when we were having our son, people would always ask, "Would you want a daughter or a son?" And I'm like, "I want a daughter." And they're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because women are smarter than men. Like it's just like I want a girl. I'm sorry, because she could be a smart little like thing, and like I don't know, man. I can't wait to raise a girl." And so when it turned out he was a boy, my wife is all like, so how do you feel about it?" And I'm like, "Well, I feel like we're gonna have to tame him a little, because I don't want him to turn into one of those little jerks that take women for granted." So
Right.
it and I think if more people just, I don't know, if more people just tried to help men understand that we don't have to compete. We're so different that there's no competition between us.
That's
And
right.
that it's okay for both of us to be powerful in our own ways, and to use the power between us. Man, I have so many women friends, because I'm like, dude, you're so much better at this than I am. Can you come over here and help me with this? And when you need something I'm good at, I'm more than willing to help you.
Absolutely. And it's no, so I'm my daddy's only girl. And so my father died. He took me for my 21st birthday a drink, and the next year he was buried on my 22nd.
Oh wow.
And he was a good man. And women want to have a good man, and I've done okay, but not nearly as well as my mom. They were married till death did them part, and he taught me to hold the light when he was changing and hoisting an engine, when he was transmission. So I got my hands dirty. I wasn't the one in the garage with him. So what he did for me was, okay, when I had a pretty dress, he treated me like it was a pretty dress. But when it's time to go in the garage, we went in the garage. If he got my brother's a Hot Wheel, I got a Hot Wheel. He didn't get my brother's dolls. I had them too, but he never made me feel like I was less than my brothers.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
awesome.
important. And I think that's
It shows.
really part of the reason I'm a strong woman now. But my mother was strong as well. Her mother uh, was as well. My mother got her degree at 44. She went back to college after my baby brother graduated high school. Up until that point, she was a housewife. And I thought that's all she ever was. And honestly, when she went back to college, I thought she was crazy and I was kind of embarrassed. Now I realized she was a Renaissance woman like
Yes.
myself. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it took a while for that appreciation to come. But
Yeah.
that's living life. You get wise, and you don't just sum somebody up by what they look like. You got to see what they do, not what they say, what
Yep.
they do.
Absolutely. Actions matter. And yeah, I mean, yeah. The before it gets too late here and we run out of time, I want you to tell people how to find you. So for people looking to book you, listen to you, buy music from you, whatever it is they want to get from Shaun Booker, how do they find you?
Okay, ShaunBookerEvents.com. There's also ShaunBookerDammit.com. And yeah, you didn't use my Dammit. There's a reason for the Dammit. And because I used to say, is that a boy's name? I thought you were a dude. So no, I'm Shaun Booker Dammit. Facebook, I'm on Instagram. There's probably some TikToks out there. There's several YouTubes. Um, I'm findable. If you just Google me, you can find me.
Dig it. Yes, definitely. I had no problem finding you, so I can attest to that for sure. I want to make sure they get to listen to at least one more song. What do you think, Shaun? Is there a favorite one you want them to hear? Or
Let's do the naughty one. The naughty one.
all right,
Grilling time.
all right, let's do the naughty one, grilling time. We'll come back and we'll talk about that one because
Yes,
I
we
you know,
will.
I'm a man. I could, I heard it and I was just like, huh. I wonder if
I'll
she's
keep it
talking about.
PG.
I'm like, I wonder if
Mhm.
she's talking about what she could be talking about, or I wonder if she's just being sly and she's
It's
got
called
like,
double entendre. Double
yes,
entendre is a
yes,
French.
there was definitely some double entendre there. So, um, all right, we will be back in just a couple seconds, guys. We're gonna jump out, catch you on the flip side, and we'll be right back with Shaun Booker.
This radio is powered by Streamlion, the superior internet radio hosting service that provides our SOCAN license coverage. Visit streamlion.com for more.
My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. When it comes to grilling time, flip my meat, it tastes sublime. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. Barbecue's my baby's boss. Crispy on the outside, juicy in the middle, just the way I like it hot off that griddle. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. I love the way we bake our beans. 6-pound side dish, sauteed greens. Love these flavors, savory or sweet. Fleshy, tender, we don't beat no meat. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. So good, so good. Tastes so good. So damn good. Tastes like it should. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. Try rub, finger licking good. My baby and me cooking on this hardwood. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. Crispy, plump, juicy, finger looking good. With the help of fire, we cook on hardwood. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no sauce. My baby's meat don't need no mother trucking, duck, plucking, bone, sucking sauce.
Hey guys, we're back again, Story to Screen, and we've got Shaun Booker, and that was grilling time. So, I don't know what you were thinking about grilling time, but I want to hear from Shaun. what that was all about with Grilling Time, because that is definitely a very interesting song, to say the least. Where did that song come from? Where's it going to? What are you talking about in that song? What is that song for? Give me
Okay,
some back.
so my manager Tom House turned me on to, what's her name? Double entendre older lady, Alberta Hunter. Alberta Hunter. If you don't know who she is, then you're going to listen. And she did that. And so, my songs are kind of serious. I wanted to write something comedic. And so Tom said, yeah, do something double entendre. So I was actually in the backyard grilling with my husband. And he said something, baby, would you flip my meat? Baby, would you flip my meat? Because he was going in the house, and there started the wheels turning, grilling time, and then with his suggestion of double entendre, so I started thinking of slick ways I could say nasty stuff. It's the nastiness of it all. And I am saying what you be thinking. I see your cheeks are red. Yes, you got it.
So true, man. I was listening to that song and I was like, oh
Yes,
my god.
yes. You clutch your pearls. I do that. I do that. Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's that
oh,
thing.
okay, all right, she's going there, all right,
Yeah.
she went right for it,
I'm going
okay,
there.
all right. But yeah, I mean, you guys
Never
are gonna
cursed. Never
no,
cursed.
no, 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 and that's slick, man, slick and intellectual, um, and sexy all at the same time. So congratulations on pulling that
Thank
off.
you.
Um,
Words, every word means a lot to me. My mom, I remember her saying the pen was mightier than the sword. And that was the same day she taught me the 23rd Psalm. I memorized it that day. And it was in the time of the civil rights movement. I think it was when she was just about to vote for the first time in 1965. And this
wow,
day just stuck with me. And words have always mean something. In the fourth grade, my poem was the best for the Mother's Day PTA. And my teacher said, I think she's going to be a writer, a poet, or something. And was not a novelist, and I'm not a great poet, but I can write a story and put music to it, and that's my way of writing, and that's what I do. That's what I will leave to this world. I'm not going
yes.
anywhere anytime soon, but
Right, thank goodness, because yes,
too much to
I think,
do. I got a
yeah,
to-do list.
the world needs more of that music. So thank you for just lighten up the room with the music that you create, and it's enjoyable, it's fun, it's sexy, but it also,
Thought provoking. Yes,
yes,
thought provoking.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it
I
makes
hope
you
so.
think, it makes you take pause and go, huh, I didn't think about it that way, and now I am. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
good
Well, then
stuff.
I think I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. I'm doing what I set out to do. I think teach my kids. They teach you ABCs. I teach my kids CBAs. You can conceive it, and you believe it. You can achieve it, and that's what I do every day. I wake up. I got a piece of breath. I'm going to try something, get in some good trouble, and leave something else for someone else. I share.
I dig that. I might even I'm gonna hold on to that one. I might write that one out and post it up somewhere.
CBAs, absolutely. Yeah.
Dig it, dig
Conceive,
it.
believe, achieve.
All right. So one more time before we go, let everybody know how to find you, Shaun.
Okay, ShaunBookerEvents.com, ShaunBookerDammit.com. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. There's probably even some TikToks, YouTubes. And if you just Google Shaun Booker, you can find me. SHAUN, and I'm not a dude, damn it. So.
Love it. Love it. All right, everybody. Shaun Booker, damn it.
Hey there, changemakers. Imagine a world where every small act creates a ripple of impact. At wearestarfish.org, we're turning dreams of a better tomorrow into reality. Join our global community of starfish where every person like you is a catalyst for positive change. Whether it's empowering education, environmental stewardship, or supporting local communities, we believe in the power of every individual to make a difference. Visit wearestarfish.org today and discover how you can be a part of the wave of change. Wearestarfish.org, because each one matters. Welcome all to Story to Screen. I am one of your hosts, Prana Songbird. On with me is Eric Crayfeld. and Jill Camillo. Welcome, Jill, to Story to Screen. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here, especially this month because it is Women's History Month. Go!
I didn't know that.
It is.
All right. So
it's also my birthday month, y'all.
Oh, the month. I noticed people are doing a whole month these days. I love it. I mean, let's celebrate life, right?
I celebrate.
I had a 50th birthday party. I threw it myself because I was like, I always wanted a surprise party. My boyfriend didn't know any of my friends. So I was like, let me just handle this. I'll act surprised. And it was so great.
Jill,
have to be surprised.
Jill, we get each other. I celebrate all month long, and it started because I'm like, I've never been thrown this kind of party. And it was an Alice in Wonderland theme. And I love Alice in Wonderland. So I'm like, I've been thrown an Alice in Wonderland themed party. So I'm going to just throw it myself. Next thing I know, I'm celebrating all month long, planning out things every weekend. And not all big things. Some of it was just new. I've never done this before. Adventures, my own little adventures, or me and Eric. And yeah, now we've got a kid. So I'm lucky if I get the one day again.
Yeah. How old?
Yeah. He's going to be 7 in July.
Oh,
and he's super fun. He's super fun. He just gave me a card today and he says, here is your card for free mommy relaxation day. And I'm like, I'm gonna cash this in, kid. I'm going to
just have to give me an iPad first, okay? Just
right. I don't know what your dad's gonna do when I cash this in, but it's coming.
I love those gift certificates. I used to do that. Like, what? Back scratch and
all right, so I'm gonna bust in here and break up your guys's fun time. So hey everybody, Eric again with Story to Screen, and yes, it is Women's History Month, and we're super excited. We're gonna have a lot of incredible women over the course of this month, just to honor all of the women's contribution to everything that happens every day, and film nonetheless. Jill is an amazing, talented, incredible filmmaker. So Jill, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Okay. Well, I have a couple gigs I do. I mean, I hustle a little bit, for the money. So I'm not making a lot of money on the films right now. But let's see. I started in I think 2017. And we're a skeleton crew of 2 people. So, but we have 2 feature films under our belt and
yes.
a bunch of teaser trailers that I'm trying to get funded for after that. And we just won our first award at the Catskill Film Festival. So for best film in the 72-hour film contest. So it was the
congratulations.
I felt so excited.
Yes, congratulations. I did know about that. I heard about your 72-hour film festival. That is, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. If anybody knows anything about what it takes to put together a production, even if it's a short film, there's so much that goes into it. And to try to smash it in to a 48-hour or a 72 or whatever the time crunch is, it's a big deal. And to win, wow, kudos. And that is why you are here. You are more than just a hustler. I mean, I know you have your own production company. I think you said, is this the Skeleton Crew, the Bartleby Entertainment?
Well, yeah, actually he's got his own production company and he does his own thing and I do my own thing. And, but we've done 2 movies together and we're probably going to do more stuff. So.
And is that when your company, Bartleby?
Yeah, it's Bartleby's mine and JP News is his. So ours together is produced by both of us. So
wonderful. Okay, so what is
in a production, Jill, where do you usually end up? Are you behind the scenes? Are you in front of the camera? Are you writing, directing? Where do you end up?
Everything. I write it.
She said she was a hustler. She's everywhere.
I get them to make the props. I tell them how to edit. Yeah, it's a lot. It's fun from story to screen. That's the beauty of it. The story is your creation, and then to see it come to fruition, it's so, what's the word? Just I don't know. It feels great. It feels great when you go home at the dailies and you look what you shot that day. That feels great. It feels great when you edit it together and it becomes part of the whole. It feels great when you show it to somebody and they at least pretend to like it. There's a lot of different fun moments. Fulfilling.
Well, like if they're really good at pretending, make sure you get them on your acting roster.
If they're nice enough to watch my film,
that's right.
And they're probably going to be somebody I hit up.
Touche. Well, speaking of your film, we're gonna have to take a break in a minute, and I want to make sure we talk about Homer Alone.
Homer Alone.
Tell me how that happened. Tell me how, like, we're gonna get to see it in a second. So
it's not like a true story. I'm his third home, and I'm a dog lover. I was telling Prana, I had some attachment issues due to my childhood, and dogs for a while, they were just, they were my people, my family, and the ones I could relate to and attach to the most. I just fell in love with Homer at the dog park when he was a puppy, and then the guy couldn't keep him because he was working too much, and Homer's an anxious little guy, big guy. I fell in love with him, and so as soon as I found out the guy was giving him up, it was like an adoption. I was like, there was a home visit, and I was like, come on, Jenny, let's make some muffins. Let's get this dog, and I did, and now we're living happily ever after.
Aww. So the story.
I'm sorry. So it's him, the owner, which is me, goes off on a motorcycle, never comes back. So he's waiting for her, but eventually he goes hunting for her, and he has adventures, and he's just trying to find a home and a family and stay warm and stay safe. And he has good adventures and some bad adventures and some rough times and some fun times. So it's a pretty simple. It's just a survival story and looking for love.
Aw, Homer Alone. All right, let's see a clip of Homer Alone.
Yeah, we'll pop off. We'll watch a little clip of Homer Alone, and we'll catch you guys back on the flip side.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you get him? I got him at the bar. He's so sweet. He was sitting outside, didn't know what to do. We gotta get out of here, Homer. I got stung a whole bunch of times.
I gotta go. The dog just took the steaks off the plate. Rick, my whole night. I had a date tonight and he stole my meat.
Homer, where are you? Where are you? Ah, there you are, boy. Ta-da!
You're like a little kid, always bringing the stray animals home. Bring him into the shelter where his owners can find him.
Hey, where are you going? Who do you belong to? You got no tags? You got no collar?
Hey guys, Eric here from Story to Screen. We've got Jill, Camillo, and Prana Songbird here with us. It is Women's History Month. We're super excited to have two amazing women here today. And this amazing lady is a filmmaker that we've been talking to about we were just actually watching Homer Alone, one of her recent creations. And what she hasn't really been made aware of yet is part of what we do here at Story to Screen is bring music and filmmakers together. So we believe that every image needs music, and every piece of music needs an image. And so what we've done is start to bring people in and bring them together to collaborate on all types of things. So Jill, being a filmmaker, is going to now have access to hundreds and hundreds of music people that we're going to network with her so that she can now start to utilize those people in her stuff. And the challenge that I always throw out to you is every show, you guys have heard me say it a million times, the challenge is the whole reason we do this is wearestarfish.org. So wearestarfish.org is the foundation that this is all based on. And what we believe is that the filmmakers, the musicians, these people are creative, and they use a creative energy to heal through all of the things that have ever gone wrong. And let's be real, we all know things go wrong. So the challenge is there something somewhere and something you are doing, are going to do, are going to possibly do in the future that you will be able to, when we call you up and Prana says, hey, Jill, I've got Susie or Joe or Frank or Bob or Jenny or whoever the name is going to be. I've got this person. She's 17 years old. She's just aging out of the foster care system. She's been through a whole whirlwind of trauma for most of her childhood. We want to hook her up with you. She loves to write. She loves to sing. She loves to dance. She loves to create, whatever it is. So the challenge is for you is there something somewhere in what you do that you'll be able to connect with that person and help them find this creative outlet to use that outlet in the same way you have?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love to see people get into the industry and succeed. And I do audition videos for my friends, and we've got 100% track record right now. Like our audition videos for people, and we can put together a reel. If you have a reel and some audition videos, that you can start a career. You can try it and see if you like it. You might find that you don't enjoy being in front of the camera, but you're like, that sound job looks fun.
Yes.
And there's so many different things. Wardrobe, you like, I'm hoping to hook up with some designers at some point too. And of course, music carries the feeling completely, and totally different audiences too. You're cross promoting all these new people that have never seen your stuff, and all the musicians are exposed to like a whole new demographic of watchers or listeners too. So win-win-win, sometimes win-win-win-win.
Absolutely. So yes, count on the fact that someday soon Prana's going to pick up the phone, she's going to call you, and she's going to tap you to help out in something for Starfish with one of those kind of opportunities.
With the Starfish Foundation, our goal is to take kids that are in and aging out of the foster care system and help them to still deal with the trauma that they've experienced through the creative arts, through therapy with animals, whether it's equine therapy or with dogs or anything like that, and automotive therapy, whatever they can feel comfortable doing, and then working on something creatively. Sometimes that helps them to express themselves later on, in one way or another, but in a more positive way. So that's why, people like you are so important to us in this mission, because yes, one day I'm going to call you and I'm going to say, I've got this kid, and I can tell that they've expressed an interest in, filmmaking in some way, and you've gone through a similar journey. Can you just work with them? Just work with them. You don't have to discuss your backstories or anything like that. Just work on what they're interested in and let things unfold organically. So I mean, that's
You have to learn
hopefully
it,
prayer.
anything, in it,
Hmm?
and having, and I didn't have anybody to guide me. So I've made all the mistakes. I might be able to prevent somebody else from, but yeah, it's at first you don't know what camera, what do we do,
Right.
it's fantastic to have a mentor
Yes.
that cares.
Absolutely.
It's nice for anybody to have somebody that cares.
Before we run
about-
out of time, I want to make sure people know how to find you, Jill. So if you
Yes.
can talk to me really quick about how to find you and tell me a little if you can, because they're going to get to see it, and I want them to know what it's about. So give them a little idea of what shooting Valerie was all about, because it was super cool.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, she shot Andy Warhol. It wasn't a fatal wound, but he did die of it basically later. So I just feel like I felt like she didn't get a fair shake. I just felt like because she gave him the one copy of her script, Up Your Ass. It was called, I'm sorry, but it was, it's pretty racy, but it was the only copy of her script, and he didn't give it back. And she'd had a very, very, very rough life. She was on the streets practically. She had been working as a sex worker, really, really rough. I don't know, it's your heart, it's your baby. It's so, and they did find it in his belongings after he died. He did have it. I'm not saying that she should have shot him, but it's just a different presentation of how that went down.
Yes, it was really the way you put it together, the way you did it, and just very artistic, very, very, very nicely done. So thank you for sharing it. How do people find you, Jill?
Well, so my name is Jill Camillo. I have a website, jillcamillo.com. I'm still working on learning how to, update it myself and stuff, but jillcamillo.com is there. And then I'm on Facebook under my name, Jill Camillo. And then I've also gotten NewYorkFilmTalent.com, which I'm hoping that we can link to you so that people, we can have a Southern in New York or Florida, exchange, perhaps. Because
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
It's not that bad, right? It's like a 2-day journey, or if you want to take it easy, driving.
Right, depending on how you're traveling, yes.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I think there's a lot going on in New York. There's a lot going in upstate New York. It's cheaper than the city. There's Schenectady. I'm in Schenectady, and it's kind of booming for, the film industry down here too.
I've always wanted to see Schenectady, mostly because I like saying the name.
Really? Do
yes. And I have a friend that lives near there, so yes, I want to go.
Yes, a long time ago, I owned a cafe, and I used to bring musicians into the cafe. And a gentleman from Schenectady, New York, showed up at my cafe in Michigan. And
shout out to Mike Thomas.
Yes, Mike Thomas. I've been friends with him ever since. If you don't know Mike Thomas and his suitcase contraption, look it up, because this man will break your heart with music, and you need to know him.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yes.
There's got to be a lot of Mike Thomases, though. I might go through a lot of mistakes before I hit the right one, but
there are a lot of Mike Thomases, and there are a lot of athletes that are Mike Thomases too. But if you look up the suitcase contraption, that's the key words right there. You will find the correct Mike Thomas, and he is a musical being. That's all I can say.
Yes.
What did you ask me? You asked me something. So that's how they can contact me if they want to. Facebook is fine. My website's fine. Facebook is better, actually, or just my name, JillCamillo@gmail. It's very simple.
Perfect. Love it. Well, we've only got a couple minutes left, and we do want to hit the Starfish commercial, make sure everybody gets a chance to see that and experience a little bit of what we're all about. So I'm going to sign off, and then, we will catch you guys again. We'll catch you, Jill. I'm sure we'll stay in touch. And like she said, one of these days we'll reach out and we will make another connection through some young person that you can help to mentor as well. So thank you for everything you do and for sharing all your talents and everything you have done.
Thank you guys for doing what you're doing. It's so important and special. And as soon as I heard about it, I was like 100% excited to, maybe get a chapter up here going.
Yes. Please and thank you.
So look it up. Send her a message. Click her on Facebook, subscribe to her, follow her, and don't forget Story to Screen every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on KPEO.org. You can find it there, listen to it live, and then you'll find it on wearestarfish.org at Story to Screen. You'll be able to watch all of the archive shows until the internet fades away.
Give it up, yes, I'm ready. Give it up, feel the flames. It's bound to eat you. Head up a beast of prey. Give it up, yes, I'm ready. Give it up, feel the flames. It's bound to beat you at your own game.
Thanks for spending some time here at Story to Screen on KPEO World Community Radio. I'm your host, Eric Krefeld, and we're rocking the film world every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can download the app or listen live, or catch the replay at wearestarfish.org, because each one matters. Catch you next week on Story to Screen. Keep supporting film and music. It's the story we tell that matters.